What is up, DTube Steam blockchain? What is up? So today I want to talk a little bit about Libra, which is Facebook cryptocurrency, which is coming in 2020. In the first, I think it's gonna be the first 6 months of 2020, somewhere there they're gonna launch Libra, and they launched the white paper for it. It's basically a stable coin, and it might eat up USDT or Tether, especially Tether. Seems like it's coming for it. Some people said it's coming for XRP, but I would say that it looks like especially Tether is going to be replaced by Libra. It's interesting, Libra, the name of it. It sounds almost like Italy's last currency called lira, and Calibra, the wallet that they're gonna use. I don't know, it sounds almost, if you switch the letters around a little bit, I don't know, it sounds a bit familiar. So today I want to talk a little bit about this. Okay, so I'm not sure if there's a connection there, if you switch the letters around, but it's interesting. So let's talk about Libra. Okay, so what do I think about this? So let's just take this one away first. Okay. Okay, so Libra. What does it mean? It's a good question. What is Facebook first of all trying to do? So we know that Facebook has between 1 to 2 billion active users monthly. That's what they're saying. And Instagram, for example, one of the most used social media mobile app, has around 1 billion users. So we know that they have a large user base. And we know that Mark Zuckerberg is smart. So what are they trying to do? I've heard all kinds of theories about what it is that they're trying to do. Some people saying that they're trying to compete against Facebook and all that, but I think it's that they're trying to compete against Bitcoin or something, whatever, or that they're becoming almost like a virtual nation. What is Facebook trying to do? I think Facebook is trying to remain relevant, and that means that they have to reel people in again. Because every 10 years or so, every 5 years or so, something new comes out, and Facebook has to do some updates to how they do things. For example, when Instagram came out, they bought it because they saw that, oh wait a sec, people's attention is moving away from Facebook to Instagram. So they bought it. Okay? So what more can we... So what is happening right now? Well, we have something new coming out called cryptocurrencies. Facebook obviously want to stay relevant. How can they stay relevant? By, of course, do a digital coin, because they have an infrastructure of people, billions of humans using their services. So they can sort of try to, if they can make people associate Facebook with crypto, they can stay relevant again if they succeed. So that's kind of interesting. So they kind of want to stay relevant in a global world, and now they're starting to see that they can almost become like a bank, or like a central bank, or like a virtual nation. A lot of local countries, they sort of start to see, oh wait a sec, man, they're sort of starting to discover right now how powerful technology is. That, oh wait a sec, technology is going to replace everything in many ways. I mean, it's going to bring out what I would like to say, like better models in the long run. But we don't know if Facebook is going to succeed with this, or what project is going to be. But people that has been in the cryptocurrency space for some time, they sort of see that, well, everyone needs some digital e-currency. the geeks have been knowing this for quite some time now. And yes, we need some on-ramp, basically. And that's the most interesting thing. We need let's say a digital PayPal, or some digital infrastructure where people easily can go from fiat to crypto. And well, Facebook is it is an interesting player in this game. There are some problems I see. I mean, yes, it sort of seems like they can be like, let's say, a digital PayPal, which might be actually a better PayPal. But there are some issues with Libra, I think. That is that they're saying it's going to be open for everyone, but then they're saying with their app, their digital wallet app, which is going to be called Calibra, they're saying that you need a government ID basically to use it, and you can't just generate a wallet address, it seems as. I don't know exactly, but if Calibra is the only app which you're going to be able to store Libra in, and you need a government ID for that, I'm not really sure if that's going to be an open currency, because billions of people, they sort of are unbanked. So it's like 4 billion people or so, and they're saying that this is a currency equal for all. Everyone can use it, I guess they're saying in a way, but how is that gonna work if you have, like, this is the problem in crypto also in a way, but that at the moment we can't really scale super much, but also onboard new people. If you need a lot of papers and stuff like that, then it becomes again like a bank. And the idea of paper and identity, I mean, eventually we need systems to on-ramp billions of people that basically are unbanked. But can it really be Libra if it sounds in many ways that it's going to be like just a digital central bank, a little bit elitist in a way. The nodes are used by big corporations without, like, it's just a pay to play. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be some kind of digital PayPal, but may not be that much more than that. So it's going to be a little cool in a way. But I mean, what makes it that people would, because Facebook, for example, said, well, this is great for savings, save it in Libra. But why wouldn't a person go and just trade that to, I don't know, Bitcoin, Litecoin, or something that is more scarce? I don't really get it. Why would anyone want to hold a stable coin? I mean, it has some uses, but it doesn't seem like it would be like a digital safe haven. But then again, Libra might be able to appeal to a lot of mainstream people. But can it scale to billions of users? Can you send a transaction to a node or source or an address permissionless, as you can do with blockchains? Or do you need permission? Can you go from digital Libra to digital crypto in just a few clicks? Do they have trading pairs? That's a really big question, to be honest. If it's if it is a closed crypto or if it's an open crypto, this really decides a lot if this is going to be a success or not, or if it's just going to be a little side project, because a lot of projects obviously fail in the world, and people gravitate towards the exciting part. And if it's a lot of gateway keeping with Libra currency, I don't know how it's gonna be, but if it is, then that's not really gonna speed up adoption. So in a way, I'm quite excited that Facebook is going to make it so the mainstream more gets aware of digital payments, especially, and digital payment systems. That is going to increase, that is going to come in people's awareness, because a lot of people just want, I mean, most of the fiat right now, I mean, it's pseudo digital. It's not really real digital, as we would like to say. Like, for me personally, a digital currency is a currency which you very easily can shift to a digital token. That is not something you can do right now with fiat, euro, and a lot of other big coins, big fiat coins. There's gonna be clear, it needs to go to full digital systems. Because why would anyone want to hold something that's half pseudo digital? It's a massive opportunity cost, because you can't move the value around super fast. So Libra, I like that it sparks discussion. That's what I love most about Libra. How even nations are starting to talk about crypto, and that they sort of want to regulate everything. It's good that people finally have a discussion about this ecosystem, and how it eventually should work is that every person has easy access to digital value, permissionless addresses, hardware wallets, which makes new addresses, and all this. It's very important that we use the latest technology, the latest and greatest technology, to communicate. Because it gets very weird if you have a lot of slowdown in innovation. Innovation, technology needs to move very quick. It can't move slow. It needs to move faster. Update systems, use something better. And it's going fast now. I'm very happy about it. Cause all the way businesses has been running is gonna update a little bit, which is very exciting. But change also it's not fun for anyone in many ways. At least not in the short while, because it takes 2 to 3 years to understand, to learn about a new technology and how it works and how to interact with it, how to communicate with it. But it's sort of important that you have global systems that everyone can use. On-ramp is really a challenge, not just because of the scalability issues, that there's so many people. The on-ramp is going to take a couple of years before, for example, identities. I mean, a lot of this is just decentralized identity. It's going to be big. It's going to be a big topic. It's going to be an intelligence race, especially now with next couple of years trying to make the AI as well decentralized. Yeah. The way people look at currency is also a very interesting topic. Because in many ways, I talked about it a lot. I think most of it is going to happen in the background of a person's life. They're going to set up rules. Let's say they set up a rule. Oh, dude, this currency comes in here, move it there. It's just going to be automated. And you're setting up rules with modern technology that eventually comes are going to allow people to explore intelligence much, much deeper than we ever done in the past. I think a lot of people is going to get confused in many ways when you realize how much closer we actually are to a world where a machine is doing everything. I think a lot of people thought it would take 20-30 years, but I think in a lot of modern places it's gonna happen way quicker. Way quicker. And we're seeing it. We're seeing it how in this global landscape everyone sort of needs to work together. And we see that when people do work together, when people have better access to stuff, we see innovation much quicker. Like people are actually getting more intelligent because they're learning quicker. Better access to resources, better rent systems. A lot of projects is going to fail faster and faster than in the past, but that's also going to spark more innovation, and people are going to see it's going to be way more experiments. For example, especially with currencies, with Libra here, to see can they actually pull this off, or is it going to be some hobby projects? We've seen a lot of big companies in the past experiment with stuff and brutally failed. Google Plus, for example, what a failure. It didn't get anywhere. And we also see how many failure projects they can just drag on forever. I mean, isn't Google Plus still kind of around? And I think there's even some people using it. It's a lot of mediocrity becomes the norm for some reason. I mean, a lot of mediocre stuff, it can sort of hang around for many years, even decades. It's going to be interesting to see if digital tokens are going to work the same. Almost as a lot of projects is going to be sort of half alive, half dead. Or we may see, just because AI is here, that everything's going to happen much quicker. And that people are going to see much faster that, well, this is a bad project, this is a good project. It's especially access to better technology and digital token systems that allows a person, especially when AI gets more widely available, it gets very interesting, because then a person can innovate themselves. They can come up with, they have the open source code, they have the AI, they have the digital token value systems. They can hire people virtually. They can basically get so much stuff done just being a single person or being a small team. That is the most interesting part about this digital liquid world, where a liquid world is basically when value on the internet in digital means flows mega fast. It allows for so much more experimentation than in the past. So anyone that sort of tries to push things a little bit forward, it's quite cool to see, even if some projects may be half baked. We have to wait and see how Libra is going to turn out. The next couple of months there's going to be a lot of articles about it, sort of looking at it from every side. People's going to analyze everything, look at stuff from all kinds of angles, and it's very interesting. And I appreciate that Facebook didn't launch it at the same time. I appreciate that they released the white paper, and that they sort of allows people now to, so Calibra, the wallet, and the Libra blockchain and cryptocurrency, it's currently being developed. So people have sort of 6 months to sort of review this or look at this, maybe even up to a year, before they're gonna try some launch of it. And I like that, because then people can There's no need to rush. Alright, so it's gonna be interesting to see. Right now, currently, there's especially gonna be a race between all these tokens and see which one is the ultimate. It's gonna be interesting to see. Have a great day, D2 and the Steam blockchain. Bye bye.